tales. God floods the earth, sparing Noah, his family, and 2 of every animal on board his ark.
Now, an international team of researchers have found new evidence that a famous formation in Turkey could be the site of the ancient.
For centuries, the story of Noah's Ark has existed somewhere between faith and legend, a tale whispered across civilizations, dismissed by skeptics, guarded by believers, and endlessly debated by historians. But in the remote highlands of eastern Turkey, on the windswept slopes of Mount Ararat, a discovery has shattered the line between myth and science. It began quietly. A team of geologists, archaeologists, and forensic engineers were granted rare access to a restricted zone, an area the Turkish government had sealed off for decades. Satellite anomalies had hinted at something massive buried beneath the ice. Ground-penetrating radar showed geometric patterns no natural formation could explain. And when the first excavation chamber opened, the world changed. Inside, the team uncovered structures older than recorded history, timber unlike any known species, and chambers carved with symbols that matched no ancient culture on Earth. But the most terrifying discovery, what forced multiple scientists into silence, was found deeper within the vessel, in a sealed compartment that seemed intentionally hidden. What they found inside Noah's Ark was never meant to be uncovered. Before we begin, make sure to subscribe and leave a comment saying subscribed, so you don't miss the next chapter of this unfolding mystery. High in the remote mountains of eastern Turkey, beneath the shadow of Mount Ararat, a team of scientists carefully navigates treacherous terrain. Their mission is simple, yet extraordinary. Investigate a mysterious formation that has long been the subject of speculation and legend. Rugged paths, biting winds, and thin air challenge every step. But the researchers press on, drawn by the possibility that what lies beneath the earth could rewrite history. Armed with advanced instruments, they deploy high-frequency ground-penetrating radar, subsurface tomography, and geochemical spectrometers, each tool designed to peer beyond the surface and reveal what centuries of erosion and sediment may have concealed. As their devices hum and pulse, the mountain seems almost to hold its breath, as if guarding the secrets buried within. The intrigue grows when historical records and previously restricted government files are examined. These documents hint at an anomaly unlike any natural formation, a structure that has captured the attention of explorers and scholars for decades. Some members of the team remain cautious, expecting a simple geological curiosity. Others, however, cannot ignore the possibility that they are standing on the remains of a legendary vessel described in ancient texts, long thought to exist only in myth. The first high-resolution scans send a ripple through the camp. Clear patterns emerge, lines and angles too precise to be random, a symmetry that challenges conventional geological explanations. The atmosphere shifts from quiet curiosity to tense anticipation. Every scientist feels the weight of the unknown. The boundary between natural wonder and human history seems thinner than ever. At this stage, skepticism and possibility collide. Debates unfold over whether the formation is a product of nature or evidence of something extraordinary. Yet, even in disagreement, a shared sense of wonder unites the team. They are at the threshold of discovery, and the mountain has already begun to reveal hints of what may lie beneath. Clues that will guide the next stage of their investigation and keep the world watching. For millennia, stories of a great vessel have traveled across civilizations, whispered in clay tablets, sacred scrolls, and oral tradition. Sumerian, Babylonian, and early Hebrew texts all speak of a colossal ship resting atop a northern mountain, a vessel that carried life through a flood of unimaginable scale. While these accounts were long dismissed as myth, their persistence drew the curiosity of explorers and scholars alike. In the Middle Ages, travelers trekking through the remote regions near Mount Ararat reported glimpses of wooden beams breaking through snow and ice, suggesting that legends might have a physical anchor. Though these accounts were often dismissed as exaggeration or folklore, they left a trail of tantalizing clues that future investigators could not ignore. By the 20th century, technology offered new ways to probe the mysteries of the region. Aerial reconnaissance captured images of an enormous ship-shaped formation, igniting global interest and prompting serious scientific inquiry. The contours were unmistakable from above, an elongated mound that matched in proportion the dimensions described in ancient texts. Key expeditions followed in the 1950s, 1970s, 1980s, and early 2000s. Teams of archaeologists, biblical historians, Turkish geologists, and international surveyors descended upon the site, each bringing specialized expertise to unravel its secrets. Early ground scans hinted at cavities and chambers within the formation, features that suggested it was more than a natural anomaly. Researchers meticulously mapped its contours, measured its dimensions, and collected soil samples, noting the strange alignment and symmetry that defied conventional geological explanation. As the decades passed, the Durupinar site became a focal point for both rigorous study and worldwide fascination. Each expedition added a layer to the story: fragments of organic material, unexplained soil chemistry, and structural hints pointing toward an ancient man-made vessel. While skepticism remained, the accumulation of evidence and repeated observations created a foundation for modern research, guiding the next generation of scientists toward a discovery that could bridge legend and reality. Beneath the quiet slopes of Mount Ararat, the Durupinar Formation had long been an enigma, but by the late 20th century, researchers began uncovering signs that the mystery ran deeper than anyone had imagined. Internal notes from early expeditions hinted at anomalies that could not be explained by ordinary geology. References to metallic signatures and non-natural linear patterns suggested a structure of deliberate design, a detail that piqued the interest of scientists while raising more questions than answers. At the same time, portions of Turkish military surveys were quietly redacted, leaving hints of unexplained anomalies beneath the mountain's surface. These omissions fueled speculation: what could be significant enough to warrant secrecy? Meanwhile, geological papers circulated privately among experts described stratigraphic patterns that defied conventional understanding. Layers of sediment and rock appeared to shift and align in ways inconsistent with natural mountain formation, prompting researchers to reconsider assumptions about the region's geological history. Advances in ground-penetrating radar further deepened the intrigue. Scans revealed grid-like internal structures, long parallel beams, and cavities that suggested internal divisions, possibly chambers built by unknown hands. These features could not easily be reconciled with mudslides, erosion, or tectonic activity. Even among the most skeptical, the possibility emerged that this formation might conceal something built intentionally rather than sculpted solely by nature. Amid these discoveries, tension grew within the scientific community. Some researchers pushed to release preliminary findings, while others warned of misinterpretation, urging caution until verification could confirm the unusual data. The pressure to maintain secrecy intensified, as the implications of these anomalies were profound. If genuine, they could link a legendary vessel to physical evidence hidden for millennia. By the close of this era, the Durupinar Formation had moved beyond folklore into the realm of tangible mystery. Unseen and unverified, the clues collected during this period laid the foundation for the high-tech investigations that would follow, revealing a site that was at once a geological puzzle, a historical question, and a doorway to one of humanity's oldest legends. As investigations at the Durupinar Formation progressed, the mountain began to reveal secrets that challenged both scientific reasoning and imagination. Advanced 3D mapping technology allowed researchers to peer into its depths with unprecedented clarity. What emerged was startling: geometric compartments arranged at regular intervals, forming patterns far too precise to result from natural forces alone. The discovery sparked a mix of awe and caution among the scientists as they realized they were encountering something entirely unexpected. Ground-penetrating scans confirmed the initial findings. Preserved voids appeared within the formation, resembling storage rooms, corridors, or partitions that could have housed animals, features eerily consistent with descriptions of a vessel designed for survival. Carbon analysis added another layer of mystery, revealing traces of ancient organic materials long trapped within the formation, suggesting the presence of wood or other biodegradable matter preserved under extraordinary conditions. Even more astonishing were the mineralized structures resembling timber patterns, formations unlike anything found in the surrounding geology. These seemingly deliberate shapes hinted at craftsmanship, raising profound questions about the origin of the mound. Scientists from multiple disciplines, archaeologists, geologists, and biogeochemists, debated whether the evidence pointed to an ancient man-made vessel, an unknown cultural artifact, or an extraordinary natural anomaly. The magnitude of the findings drew international attention. Research teams from the United States, Europe, and Asia joined the effort, bringing advanced scanning equipment and fresh expertise to verify the structural anomalies. Each layer of data deepened the mystery. Corridors aligned perfectly, voids were symmetrically spaced and mineralized. Beams suggested deliberate construction rather than geological happenstance. By this stage, the line between legend and reality began to blur. While skepticism remained, the formation no longer resembled a simple mound carved by time. It appeared to be a deliberate ancient structure with features that defied conventional explanation. For the scientific community, the Dhurupinar Formation had transformed from a curiosity into a puzzle that demanded careful study, and one that hinted at a discovery far more extraordinary than anyone had anticipated. After decades of investigation, the team at the Dhurupinar Formation reached a stage that no researcher could have fully anticipated. Excavating the deepest chamber, they encountered structures that defied all conventional understanding. Massive beams fused into the rock itself appeared to have been preserved far beyond what natural processes would allow. Their arrangement suggested deliberate design, almost as if the mountain itself had held the remnants of a colossal vessel in careful stasis for millennia. Even more astonishing were the sealed compartments concealed within the formation. Analysis revealed residues and traces of ancient biological material, preserved in conditions that prevented complete decay. These enclosed spaces hinted at purposes beyond mere structural support, perhaps storage or habitation. Advanced imaging also uncovered evidence of engineered systems, drainage channels, ventilation tunnels, and reinforced sections, features that implied sophisticated planning far earlier than previously documented for human societies in the region. Artifacts or formations resembling crafted objects suggested human ingenuity at a level far older than conventional timelines allow. The implications were profound. If the formation was indeed constructed, it could represent a link to a civilization capable of engineering on an unprecedented scale. Unsurprisingly, the scientific community reacted with both fascination and trepidation. While some scholars cautiously argued that these findings could be the long-sought remains of Noah's Ark, others warned that confirmation would upend established fields of geology, archaeology, and human history. Globally, experts debated the meaning of these anomalies. Were they evidence of a vessel described in ancient texts, a previously unknown civilization, or an extraordinary natural formation mimicking human design? The answers remain elusive, yet the discoveries have already shaken assumptions about what ancient humans could achieve, challenging both scientific models and long-held narratives. The Darupanar Formation stands today as a silent witness to history, a place where legend and evidence intersect. Its deepest secrets continue to provoke awe, wonder, and unease. Whatever lies within its chambers, the site has irrevocably changed the conversation about humanity's past, leaving the world to confront mysteries that may never be fully solved. As the sun sets over the shadow of Mount Ararat, the Darupanar Formation remains silent, guarding its deepest secrets beneath layers of earth and time. Scientists have uncovered astonishing structures, traces of organic material, and engineered chambers, evidence that challenges everything we thought we knew about history, geology, and human ingenuity. Yet, despite the groundbreaking discoveries, the ultimate truth remains elusive. Is this the legendary Noah's Ark, preserved through millennia, or an extraordinary natural formation that mimics human design with uncanny precision? The answer may never be fully revealed. What is certain, however, is that the site continues to captivate imagination, inviting scholars, explorers, and dreamers alike to question the line between myth and reality. For those who have followed this journey, the Darupanar Formation is more than a mound of earth. It is a testament to curiosity, perseverance, and the enduring allure of the unknown. Its story reminds us that some mysteries are meant to challenge our understanding, and some legends may carry fragments of truth waiting to be discovered. As we leave the slopes of Ararat behind, one question lingers. What else lies buried beneath the mountains, hidden from view, waiting for those brave enough to uncover it? The journey is far from over. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you never miss an update from the world's most astonishing discoveries.